from the station that's on your side. This is News 12, NBC 26 at 11.
One person is dead and 3 others injured in a shooting at Club 706 in Augusta last night. 2 of the 3 people hospitalized have been released tonight. The victim who had died has been identified as 20-year-old Kevin Coatney. Here's News 12's Maria Sellers with where things are tonight on the investigation into this shooting.
The Richmond County Sheriff's Office is investigating a shooting that happened last night near Club 706 in Augusta. When police arrived on scene, they found 2 victims injured. Another was already at the hospital being treated. A final victim, 20-year-old Kevin Coatney, was found dead on Fayetteville Drive. In a statement given to News 12, the club owners say they are sending condolences to the families, adding the incident happened after they closed. They say they are putting in protocols to keep everyone safe, but they are asking for everyone's help in ending gun violence. But they aren't the only ones calling for an end to this violence.
My motto is enough is enough. Now it's enough is beyond enough. We're demanding action at this point because it is getting so ridiculous. We're losing valuable people. This young man that was gunned down, he was a valuable figure. He was on his way. He was doing things, and we don't want to continue to keep losing people.
Henry's daughter says Coatney was known for his clothing line where he designed pants, shirts, and hoodies.
He had really a lot going for himself, and for him to just go out like that while he was really on his way, that's really sad.
And she doesn't want this to become a pattern in the community.
It's sad and it's draining, and it's I don't want this to become the new normal. It's something that just happens, and we got to get used to it.
Reporting in Augusta, Maria Sellers on your side.
2 of the other victims in that case have been released from the hospital. And as of 9 p.m., another was still in the hospital being treated for her injuries. This investigation is still ongoing. Meanwhile, Henry says she's planning on hosting a rally about the recent violence. We'll be keeping you updated on those details. And a live look outside right now.
Rain is on the way. We'll talk about all of that coming up in the full forecast.
And new at 11, the Richmond County Sheriff's Office needs your help finding this missing man here on your screen. 32-year-old Alejandro Medrano was last seen on Taylor Drive at noon today. He was seen driving a gray 2013 Ford Escape with Montana plates. If you have any information about where he might be, you're asked to call the Sheriff's Office at the number there at the bottom of your screen. And 2 Waynesboro police officers under investigation may still be on patrol duty. That's according to a woman who says the officers did nothing when a man tried to take her 7-year-old daughter last weekend. In an incident report obtained by News 12, police were called to the El Cheapo gas station after a man called saying Sam Hendricks was upset and using profane language. While the officers were arresting Hendricks, him and his wife say a man tried to take their daughter, and the officers let that man go. In a video sent to us by the couple, police appear to tell them the 2 officers would stay on duty while the department conducted the investigation.
For the record, the status of the officers that are being investigated are still employed on duty until the internal investigation is completed.
And they are still driving police cars and working on the road.
Yes, sir. They are still employees of the city of Waynesboro.
And as of tonight, police have not confirmed whether or not the officers are still on patrol duty with us here at News 12. And officials in Waynesboro have released a victim's identity after their body was found at a restaurant Thursday morning. Police responded to a call about a suspicious situation at a Pizza Hut there on North Liberty Street. We're now learning the victim's name is Shannon Johnson. He was found dead at the scene when officers arrived. Officials have not released an official cause of death, but we're told foul play is not suspected. And a controlled burn got out of hand in Barnwell County yesterday. In a Facebook post, the Elko Fire Department says they responded to the call around 11:30 Saturday morning. The Williston Fire Department and South Carolina Forestry were also called in to help control the blaze. Elko Fire says there was strong wind in several homes in the flame's path. The fire burned more than 80 acres before it was contained. And swastikas and other racist graffiti were found on Union Square in Washington, D.C. this weekend. The incident sparked outrage among the region's Jewish organization, who just honored Holocaust Remembrance Day Friday. Scott Broom spoke with travelers this weekend who say they're all shocked to see the damage at the transportation hub so close to the Capitol.
Where is the security? I don't know. The video, I don't see no security. This is disgusting for the country. Taxi driver Abdwali Ali wondering how this could happen here.
It's surprising.
Tourists dismayed.
It's so sad. America's so divided right now. It's serious, because I don't think anybody should be walking into a train station and seeing that happen.
Most of the marks were swastikas. There were also profane epithets directed at former President Obama, all appearing the morning after Holocaust Remembrance Day. The timing of this hateful act is incredibly alarming, said Meredith R. Weissel of the Anti-Defamation League's D.C. office, who noted a historically high level of anti-Semitism across the country. But Amtrak, which has a police force investigating the graffiti, called it a case of property destruction. Metropolitan Police Chief Robert Conti called it hate, and said he's reached out to Jewish leaders with the information he's learned.
The person who did this potentially has could very well have some mental health challenges. What I also know is that it appears that it may be one of our unhoused residents who did this.
There has been no arrest or formal charges yet, Conti said.
A spokesperson for Amtrak did not immediately respond to questions about why its security did not prevent the widespread damage to the train station. And officials in St. Augustine, Florida are investigating after two deputies were found dead in a vacation rental home. Authorities say they were heard arguing in a bedroom before witnesses heard gunshots. The two deputies both found shot to death, with one appearing to have self-inflicted wounds. And Atlanta police say a train was robbed yesterday near the Chattahoochee River. Officials have not released any additional details, but police do say the transportation company Norfolk Southern is responding to the incident. Earlier this month, trains on Union Pacific tracks near downtown Los Angeles left a sea of discarded boxes and unwanted items after a string of train robberies out west in California. And tomorrow is the last chance to get $100 for getting your COVID vaccine. The city's vaccine incentive program, Vax Up Augusta, ends after January 31st. Augusta city leaders decided to end the program after more than 17,000 people got the shot at participating clinics. And after 3 winter storms, some farmers in South Carolina are concerned about how the frigid temperatures are affecting their crops. The USDA sent a report saying the back-to-back storms could delay harvests, especially the citrus and other citrus or other sensitive produce. It's not just the cold. Too much water can also cause a few problems as well.
Some crops, some vegetables don't need a lot of water, and too much water can simply kill them.
And farmers still have another month of winter still to get through. And still ahead, a gas leak at an Ohio hotel is under investigation after more than a dozen people were injured near the pool area. News 12 at 11 continues. Stay with us.
Wow.
16 people were injured at a hotel in Marysville, Ohio last night outside of Columbus. Around 5:30 in the evening, there were reports of people being found unconscious in the pool area, including a 2-year-old child. 9 were taken to the hospital, 7 of them in critical condition. Another 5 took themselves to the hospital. Officials believe there may have been a carbon monoxide leak.
Marysville Police Department, the fire department, along with the property management company for the hotel, are looking into the source of what caused the carbon monoxide. We're looking into heaters, HVAC systems, anything that could have developed or produced carbon monoxide.
Police say people reported having a burning sensation in their throats and dizziness. And the 2019 winner of Miss USA, Chelsea Christ, has died at the age of 30. Police say she jumped from a Manhattan apartment building and was found at the scene around 7 a.m. this morning. Today, she posted a headshot to her Instagram with the words, May this day bring you rest and peace. The year she won marked the first time in history 3 black women wore their crowns of the 3 major national pageants. Kaylee Garris is Miss Teen USA 2019, and Nia Franklin was crowned Miss America that same year. And at least 9 people were killed and several others injured after a multi-car crash in Vegas. Police say a Dodge Challenger sped through a red light, plowing into several vehicles yesterday afternoon. At least 15 people were involved in the accident. Young children were among some of the victims killed in the crash. And to the COVID-19 pandemic now, where cases have reached 500,000 yesterday. That's down 33% over the last 2 weeks. Here's Lila Luciano with more from Los Angeles.
A sigh of relief this weekend as the Omicron surge starts to stabilize in cities nationwide.
It's scary to be out because there's so many people around.
COVID deaths skyrocketed 86% since New Year's, but new infections and hospitalizations are now dropping. And there's some welcome optimism on the new variants front. Former FDA Commissioner Dr. Scott Gottlieb says it appears vaccines could fight the stealth subvariant BA2.
There's data out of the UK that suggests that a fully boosted person may be more protected against this new variant than they were against the original strain of Omicron.
Still, just 41% of Americans are boosted, but roughly 80 million haven't gotten a single shot. Yet the nation is eager for normalcy. San Francisco will be the first major city to roll back its indoor mask mandate starting Tuesday. And in Arkansas, where masking isn't required, Governor Asa Hutchinson is calling for a whole new mindset.
We need to move from a pandemic status. I think we need to move out of the panic mode.
Currently, 9 states still have indoor mask mandates. California is said to lift their orders in about 2 weeks. While masks are still encouraged in the 2 states, neither Georgia or South Carolina have a mask mandate.
Well, as we see you over the next couple of days, if you're tired of winter, we're going to be talking about a nice spring warm-up, 60s and 70s possible by Wednesday and Thursday. Full forecast when we come back.
Plus, a couple refuses to let a little bad weather ruin their special day. Rain, shine, or blizzard. This couple was determined to say, I do. We'll be back in just 90 seconds.
It's Justin. Closed captioning for News 12 is brought to you by Kenneth Nugent.
A blizzard that slammed into the Northeast this weekend did nothing to stop one Rhode Island couple from getting married. And to top it all off, it was held outside. Taylor Roca caught up with the happy couple in Providence, Rhode Island.
I now pronounce you husband and wife.
January 29th. It's a day that's been circled on the calendar for over a year for Adam and Sally Irujo.
We've been planning it for 14 months.
We have we have a few cutting boards with a date on it, and a couple mugs, and a marriage license with it on it.
When news of a potentially historic blizzard hitting the Northeast put their special date in jeopardy, the couple said, no problem.
We thought it was going to be really hard, and then it all came together. Like the Providence Public Library worked with us so well. All our vendors somehow were available the next day, and I think it was just meant to be.
Surrounded by frozen friends and family.
I now present to you Mr. and Mrs. Sally and Adam Irujo.
Yeah, we're so psyched. Snow couldn't stop us. It feels amazing to have all these people we love around us. Here to share this day with us and celebrate and have a snowball fight hopefully once I get some gloves on these fingers.
The couple had an official ceremony earlier today inside the library this time, which was likely more comfortable for their guests for sure. And, you know, they have the saying about rain, but I don't know what snow might bring.
Yeah, that's a good point, Celeste. We know rain is good luck on your wedding day, but how about a blizzard?
Why not?
I still think it's a good thing for them. And hey, they seem to enjoy it. They had their winter coats on over their the wedding dress and over all their suits, so they made the best of it for sure. Well, it felt like winter definitely